Hola, soy Rob. So glad to have you again in the cellar today because we're going to talk about a very important topic, acid in wine. And when we talk about acid in winemaking, we usually look at two numbers, pH and titratable acidity. Can you say titratable acidity? If not, we say TA for short. So first we're going to look at pH because it plays a super important role in winemaking. But before we talk about that, let's talk about how we measure that pH. And all we need is our wine sample, our pH probe, and our pH meter. And to measure it, all we have to do is put our probe inside our wine sample and give that meter a little bit of time, and it's going to give us a number. And that number is going to range from 0 to 14, with 0 being the most acidic, whoa, and 14 being the most basic. All you need to remember is that in wine, we're looking for a number usually between 3 and 4, and that the lower the number, the more acidic it's going to be. So why is this important in winemaking? Because it gives us some crucial information about our color extraction during red wine fermentation, how effectiveness our SO2 additions are going to be, and how stable our wine is going to be against other bacteria. And in general, the lower the pH, the better color we're going to get from that red fermentation, the more effective our SO2 additions are going to be, and the more stable our wine is against other bacterial infections. But just because that wine has a lower pH doesn't mean it's going to taste any better. And that's why we look at titratable acidity as well, because that number correlates to how it tastes on the palate. A lower number means that the wine's going to have less acidity, and a higher number means it's going to have a higher acidity. Wow, that's super confusing. A low pH means high acidity, but a high TA means high acidity. So low, 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 high, high, high. I am lost like nobody's business. Get it together, science. Well, that's all I have for you today on acid and wine, but if you'd love to learn more how it plays a role in winemaking, stop by our tasting room this month because we give you the opportunity to add different types of acid to your wine and see how it makes the wine taste different. Adios!